The Vulgate.
Oh.
It's actually the Bible in Latin. And Vulgate comes from vulgar because it's not in the original, common, which means common because it's not in the original Greek. But it was originally in Hebrew.
For you, isn't it? Oh, yeah.
At least the Old Testament.
Oh God, there's lots in this.
And what's the,
Oh, wait, this is the teriyaki.
what is the largest part of the New Testament?
We're waiting 15 minutes for that.
What is
So is that all
the
the
really
curry?
heart of the New Testament?
Teriyaki.
John's. I'm asking you, don't answer this because
One.
you should know that. Oh, you're not filming this.
No.
What is the heart? What is the heart of the New Testament?
I have no fucking idea.
I think most of the heart is the letters from Paul. And
Yeah,
all the writings of Paul. I think that's many of the books of the New Testament.
You know, there were a whole bunch of apostles sort of competing for...
No, but it was Paul is the bulk.
I know,
of the
but
New
I'm
Testament.
saying that. Have you ever read that? Do you know anything about the Gnostic Gospels?
Yes.
In other words, they're political. All these Gospels are political documents, and there are other.
Well, they're chosen by the church which ones
Exactly.
to incorporate.
So here we are around the campfire, and as you can see, there's quite an intellectual situation going out here in the woods.
My issue with religion is this. Any Bible, any Koran, there is so many stories and so many contradictions within there. You can justify anything from genocide to pure love throughout the world and no one touching anyone. I mean, every Bible and every Quran, I mean, in the Bible and in the Quran, there's many stories of retribution, of, you know, officially sanctioned retribution again from one tribe against another, one people against another.
So what's your point?
My point is, it's a very slippery slope religion, and it can be very dangerous.
I live. You're the only one. I'm trying to think of.
That you know who's a Christian?
Yeah.
Hey,
My cousins are.
I know lots of people.
Well, I'm sure I know.
I bet
people,
you Doug.
But
Doug
among
and
my
Emily are.
friends,
Emily probably.
They don't go to
does.
church?
No.
We have a fantastic sunrise. We've never had one of those in the morning like this. And maybe this afternoon, the promise is that we're going to get in a hot spring somewhere. That would be good because none of us have had really a bath of any sort for a couple of days. And, you know, they keep talking about the game here, which we've seen hordes of. And we're starting to join them as far as we're getting a little odoriferous. So a bath would be good. But we'll see. That's about a 7-hour march away from here. Up here above our campsite, it's still very early. As a matter of fact, Smokey's the only one that's gotten out of the tent. I'm just up here retrieving the food, which we hang every night on a tree so that the bears don't come into camp and make trouble. You can see all our food. I can't believe we're still carrying this much food around. Can we have a look at that, Smokey?
You can't replant it because it'll
Found this
never
this
be
morning
found again.
on the frozen turf.
And how,
Well, what's
really,
up?
and it's white too.
Yeah.
Let me tell.
Now, what are you going to do with it?
I'm gonna put it back where I found it.
Let me tell you why you should take it out. First, we're outside the park.
No, let's not debate it. No, I've already decided.
No, I think you should give it to the museum.
In other words, you've made a commitment.
Yeah, I think
Scott,
I
you
have.
know why? Because I think we should be celebrating the craftsmanship of the Indians, and we're not going to do that. We're not going to have anything to celebrate.
That would make a killer pendant.
Yeah,
You could sell at the farmer's market.
I think that's right.
You can put it on
If you
eBay.
could find some more of those, you could sell those at Costco.
No, Scott, I'm
Let me see.
serious. That is one of the.
Look at this.
I've seen many in Arrowhead. That's by far the best
Walk down the
craftsman
hill.
one
The
I've
first thing
ever
you see.
seen.
Well, it's warmed up quite a bit since early this morning. That's about an hour since sunrise, I think. And Scott, as you saw a little while ago, came back. That would be Smokey to all of us. He came back a little while ago with that perfect arrowhead. And there was quite a discussion philosophically as to whether to keep the arrowhead or to put the arrowhead back in the land where the Indian dropped it. So that's still going on. Philosophical questions are abounding around here. It's very quiet, very nice here. It's nice to get all the layers off. I had every layer. I think I've taken 4 layers off since I woke up. We've got a fire going. Really don't need the fire, but it looks so nice. Well, we need the fire to burn all the trash that we seem to build up during the day. Looks like a bit of a mess now, but give us 2 hours, maybe 3, and we'll get this all cleaned up and be out of here. We're sure that it's going to freeze up here tonight because you can see in the distance there, that's snow over there. And you see these things up here? Right up there, yeah, there they are. Those, and way in the distance, that looks like it might be snow. But who knows? I don't know nothing. I'm just along for the ride. This is fun. This is just before dawn. This is our last day. And of the entire journey. So let's see if we can rally the troops. Good morning, ladies. It's time to drop your cocks and grab your socks. This is your last day in Yellowstone Park. Hoo-yah! Hustle, hustle, hustle. Oh, broke through. There you go. A little icy around here this morning. Well, this is a great way to begin the day with a warm fire. My attempt to rouse the men from their tents went absolutely nowhere. What do you say, Colonel?
I'm sick.
It's about 15 degrees south of rock solid frozen. You know, one of the great things about being in camp like this is if you have anything that's damp or you wash anything, which is always a good idea once every 4 or 5 days, then you hang it out to dry. And here's essentially what happens to it. It turns into a frozen sock. And that's one hell of a way to begin the day, is in a frozen sock. We do have the sun coming up. You can see over here on this rise, just hitting the top up there, and it's in beautiful light on that burn, don't you think? Those are the sticks up there, the remnants of the forest from 1988, the big fire that swept right through where we are. Well, it seemed to leave a few trees around here, but that's nice. Anyway, it's going to be a wonderful day.
Well, here's a stick. I just used the local sticks around here. What's up with the...
These are special moments around the campfire.
The sun's doing well.
The 3 men here are John, and Jim. And Smokey. Smokey took off about 45 minutes ago. He's gone up the Snake River and he's glassing, looking for hatches, fish heads, arrowheads, and we're a little concerned about him. We hope he comes back in time for us to leave ASAP.